Greetings, families, subscribers, friends, viewers. Today, the sixth day of the month of February, very early in the month, I thought it would be a good time to use today's video, Time of Reckoning, to place some emphasis on the whole question of Black history. Because, of course, February celebrated in the Black diaspora as Black History Month. In a video posted sometimes in the past, I questioned the wisdom of having a month for Black history. And I will use this video today to drive that point home a little further. Black history, the richness, the enduring legacies of Black history in Black societies should never be relegated to a month. It is almost like an insult to have Black History Month in Black societies. Our history should be part of our lives every day. In societies that Blacks are the minority, Black history could be used to sensitize the majority of Black contribution to world history. But in Black societies, our history should be our everyday concern. And certainly, if we can find a way to do that, it would correct a lot of the problems that we find in Black societies. Just over 2 decades ago, on the island of Barbados, a strategic alliance was formed with the Pan African community and the government of Barbados at the time that resulted in the formation of an organization known as the Commission for Pan African Affairs. The Pan African Affairs, during its tenure, because it no longer seems to exist, has done great works, has achieved a whole lot. One of the enduring achievement of the Commission for Pan African Affairs is a program called Mabalozi Program. The word Mabalozi is a Swahili word for ambassador. And so they have pioneered a program in the schools called the Mabalozi Program, where teachers were identified to specifically sensitize and mold young children in the whole consciousness of Black achievement, Black success, Black contributions to world history. That was a truly good initiative. Through the comment section of this channel, I would like anyone who knows to give me a feedback on the present status of the Mabalozi program. Is it still operating in the schools? Are those ambassadors still functioning in their capacity as Mabalozis? One of the things that I believe was lacking in the program was there was not a constant update, whether in the newspaper or in any other forum, television, or town halls, as to the success and the achievement of this program. True, we would see representatives of the program at certain functions, Pan African functions. But a program as significant as that, there perhaps should be a weekly column in the newspaper discussing its achievement, its aims, and its objectives. Or there could be a slot on television that discuss the aims, objectives, and achievements of the Mabalozi program. But even though that was never part and parcel of it, the fact is it was still a very good initiative. It is my view that the Mabalozi program could be used to lift the consciousness of Black children, and black adults as well. Because the fact is that we are still very short on knowledge of our own history. But I continue to say to set aside a month for black history begs the question, what about the other 11 months? Does our history then go and pause? And whose history takes center stage during the other 11 months? I know some will say quickly that it is up to us individually and maybe as a family to put black history front and center in our homes, and that is true. There's no excuse for that. But every society looked to their governments to lead. So the Ministry of Health, for example, we look forward for leadership for health and wellness matters. Agriculture, we look forward for food and matters relating to agriculture from that ministry. And so from the Ministry of Education, we'll be looking for leadership in the fundamentals and the building blocks of the structure of our education. So black history should occupy front and center in the Ministry of Education because the Caribbean societies, for the most part, are predominantly black societies. So, Black History Month, therefore, could very well be used in those places where there are blacks and the other groups that are the dominant group need to be sensitized about the contribution of black history and black people to the world. And so black history could be for those folks. But for us, it should be an everyday thing. Don't you think so? So until that is done, I would like to encourage that parents try to learn as much as you can about your history and try to impart it to your children. But the Mabalozi program, I would like to see as an agenda item at one of those heads of government meeting in CARICOM so that other countries in the Caribbean could implement that program in their school system as well. Because right across the diaspora, the black diaspora, there is a division that exists that is worrisome. It exists at the level of the societies and at the levels of government. For example, you have governments in black societies, black government, that are not pro-black, but they are pro other things. For example, here in the Caribbean, we have the irony of island states preferring to have as their final court of appeal the Privy Council rather than our own Caribbean Court of Justice. And it seemed to stem from the fact that there is something about ourselves, and in this case, our jurisprudence, that we don't trust. And thus, about those of us who are in the know, we know that black folks don't seem to trust each other. There is this element of distrust about what each other are doing. So, black history is what could be used as a catalyst for change. It could be used as a unifying tool, black history. And if we can get it at the level of our schools, primary, secondary, and even preschool, you know, we need not to shy away from the fact that every society that is cohesive has some kind of indoctrination that is at the core of what unites them. Whether it is religion, whether it is politics, whether it is culture, there is something that is at the core of what unites a society. And Black history could very well be used as the catalyst for Black unity. So I look forward to seeing and hearing some agitation where it matters most, that we as a Black society get rid of Black History Month and encourage Black History Month to be for societies where Blacks are in the minority. The Commission for Pan African Affairs, we don't know what is the present state. We know that there seems to be no organization called such anymore. Has it served its purpose and is no longer needed? Or is there still room for it? We would like to encourage those of our brothers and sisters that are at that place in government where that question can be asked and answered, that they do so. But there is no doubt that the Commission for Pan African Affairs, which was unique, it was the only agency in the world backed by government, central government, that was in existence. And it's unfortunate that it no longer exists. But we'd like to encourage that consideration be given to why it is no more and whether or not it is needed again. But whether or not the Commission for Pan African Affairs is resurrected in its previous form, in a new form, what we do know is that Black history cannot be in Black societies for a month. We are acting as though we are strangers to our own history. So let's get that out of the way and make Black history an everyday thing. Give me your feedback on this. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, if you look right there at the bottom right hand corner, you will see subscribe. Please do subscribe to this channel. And also there's a notification button there. If you can also click on that. And when each video is uploaded, you will get a notice. Until then, so long.